Since the beginning of June, there's been a lot of buzz in the Overwatch community surrounding a new character named Sombra, who seems rather important. While a lot of players are up to speed on the topic, I imagine many are still as in the dark as Sombra themselves, asking, who is this Sombra, and why are they so important?
Do we even know who is this
Sombra?
There's a lot to know about this conspiracy, so I've made this video to sum up things as best I can. Many of the solutions and messages revealed in this video were found through the efforts of the Sombra ARG Discord server, which I've linked to in the description along with sources for each part of the ARG itself. Sombra is the subject of an ongoing ARG, or alternate reality game, which is a puzzle created by a game's developers that exists outside of the game itself. The puzzle and its clues all hint at a mysterious figure named Sombra, who is speculated to be a new playable hero in Overwatch. While this ARG has only emerged in recent months, the story of Sombra actually began way before Overwatch's initial release. During a pre-beta livestream, Twitch user Elaheim discovered 3 classified folders sitting on a table in Dorado's Limericore power plant, labeled Jack Morrison, Soldado or Soldier 76, and Sombra, which can still be found in-game. Sombra is Spanish for shadow, and some of the newspapers scattered around Dorado feature a silhouette in a hooded cloak, accompanied by the headline, ¿Quién es Sombra?, which is Spanish for Who is Sombra? Finally, some of the terminals in the power plant display error messages reading Unauthorized Access, Sombra Protocol in Spanish, and upon spawning in Dorado, Reaper will occasionally remark,
"Where's Sombra when you need her?"
From this, it's speculated that Sombra is a current or former associate of Reaper, possesses security hacking abilities, is of Spanish descent, and has possible ties to Jack Morrison. The addition of the Route 66 map in March introduced a new clue, a photograph of a cloaked figure wearing a distinct mask, who many assumed to be Sombra. A month later, Gamespot uploaded the first in a series of videos exploring the development of Overwatch, which offered peeks at what appeared to be a sniper scope and new character model, whose appearance matches that of the photograph on Route 66. Most players assumed that this was the Sombra we had been searching for all along, and on July 12, nearly 2 months after the game's release, the support sniper Ana was revealed. The mystery appeared to have been solved once and for all, but in fact it had only just begun. During Ana's origin story video, a series of hexadecimal numbers were discovered at around the minute 16 mark, which turn into a bunch of garbled text when converted into ASCII. By using an XOR cipher with the constant 23, a readable message is revealed. It's Spanish for, "She who has the information has the power," and ends with the word SOM. A similar hexadecimal message was found at 2 minutes 11 seconds, which yields an identical message, this time ending in Ra, Sombra. The plot continued to thicken on July 19, when Blizzard released a developer update video related to Ana, which ends with a series of vertical barcodes. These were translated into binary, and when Discord user Cross turned these ones and zeros into black and white pixels, ta-da! If you try scanning this code with your smartphone, you'll get another Spanish sentence, which translates to, "Was that easy?" Well, now that I have your attention, allow me to make things much more difficult. The trail went cold for a while until yet another string of code was found in the Summer Games trailer on August 2nd, appearing in a streak of energy behind Tracer. Decoding it from its base 64 format gives us this. The word salted indicates that this is a salted hash, an encrypted message containing random data that makes it more difficult to unscramble. It's at this point the Sombra ARG began to hit some snags. To untangle this code, one must find both a passphrase and a special type of algorithm called a cipher, which, as of now, has yet to be found. What also remained a mystery were these subtle references to different cardinal directions, which appear in the same trailer. In order of appearance, they form a compass comprised of east, center, north, south, southeast, west, southwest, northeast, and northwest. Notably, these symbols don't appear in-game and are exclusive to the North American version of the trailer, which suggested that their inclusion wasn't coincidental. Similarly troubling was the Dorado Skycode, a nickname given to a possible clue found in the skybox of the Dorado map. players looking up at the night sky noticed a strange anomaly, which, when you take a screenshot and increase the image contrast, produces a unique pattern resembling a circle with a series of outward spokes. This ultimately proved to be a dead end, however, as users were unable to find any logical way of decoding the image, nor could they uncover any connection between it and other clues. As argued by Reddit user 0x1f415, the Skycode is likely the consequence of lossy image compression, and not an intentional clue created by Blizzard, as replicating the skybox in Photoshop and increasing its contrast produces a similar result. The pattern turned out to be a red herring, and even Blizzard seems to have hinted at this. Sometime later, a new screenshot of Dorado was added to the official Overwatch media page, which you can still check out for yourself. The photo has been datamoshed, meaning part of its data has been purposely altered, distorting its appearance. It's kind of similar to how you can hide secret messages in audio files by manipulating their waveforms in a specific way. Anyway, when we compare the data of each image file byte by byte, we find that some of the bytes from the original image were replaced with exclamation points to create the glitched version. When we extract the bytes that were replaced and put them in order, we get another message, which reads, "Why are you looking at the sky? The answer isn't over your heads, it's behind you." Sometimes, you need to analyze your previous achievements. If you view your achievements under your profile on the Overwatch website, you'll find something new. When you view the HTML source code of this mysterious icon, you get yet another code from Sombra. It's a message coded using a Visionaire cipher, which, much like the code from the Summer Games trailer, requires a passphrase to decrypt. Remember all those cardinal directions from before? Players took the names of each hero shown on the compass, arranged them in a string, and voila! It's a URL pointing to yet another datamoshed image. This time, the alterations made to the original image create something completely different. Above the skull reads, "It seems you like these little games. Why don't we play a real one?" In joking reference to the clue of the same name, a Blizzard forum user by the name of Skycoder made a mysterious post on August 23rd. The title is binary for the number 23, which, along with the date when it was posted, is likely a reference to Sombra being the 23rd Overwatch hero. The date of the post also read 23 hours ago, and was discovered to be counting down rather than up. After viewing the webpage for a few seconds, the post suddenly glitches out, and soon after, another base 64 string appears on screen, which forms a second skull when translated into ASCII text. Removing all spaces, line breaks, and bytes that aren't zeros from each skull gives us the following code, which is a Caesar cipher that translates to this. I promised you a game. I believe you game detectives would call it a trailhead. It links to a webpage named blzgda usa ambas calavera.html, part of which is Spanish for use both skulls. The link itself is dead, but players notice something familiar about the characters BLZGDA at the beginning. As it turns out, it's the name of the server Blizzard uses to host media files, and when we add usaambascalavera.html to the end of the path, we are rewarded with a video. The animation is that of a medical profile, which appears to belong to Ana. She has an injured right eye, which was the result of a gunshot, and is a 50 to 60-year-old woman, but the patient name reads Janina Kalauska rather than Ana Amari. Whether or not it's her, an electrocardiogram is present in the bottom right corner, pinging 13 times in different locations. There are 26 dashes above the monitor, one for each letter of the alphabet. Assigning a letter to each one and observing the pings gives us Moment in Crime, which refers to a video Blizzard uploaded in September, detailing the fictional crime spree of Junkrat and Roadhog. A website named amomentincrime.com was also found. The video's description urges witnesses to contact tips@amomentincrime.com. Emailing A Moment in Crime generates an automated message containing a series of timestamps. It was discovered that the 3 pairs of digits comprising each stamp refer to an ASCII skull, either 1 or 2, a row within that skull, and a column. Extracting the characters referred to by each stamp produces a bifid cipher, which was decoded to LeetSpeak and finally to English. Sombra, information is power, Sombra. All the while, the countdown on the enigmatic forum post reached 0, and at that moment, amomentincrime.com was hacked by Sombra, and is currently uploading something to Active Omnics. A new comment was included in the HTML, stating, "Well done, you have my password. Hacking this television program, Moment in Crime, was meaningless. Wait for what is coming. The progress has been slowly rising at a rate of about 0.0038% every 3 minutes. Sombra's final message reads, "Looks like things are heating up. I will have to go unnoticed while this ends." That's the last we've heard from our resident Skycoder, for now. The statement, "Wait for what is coming," suggests that we may be nearing the end of the ARG, which some speculate could occur when the percentage reaches 23. If the upload continues at its current rate, this will happen on September 6, the same day competitive Season 2 begins. A fitting hypothesis, but as of now, nobody really knows what else Sombra could possibly have in store for us next.
Sombra.
Send her location data in a separate file.
What the hell is that?
So, that's the story of Sombra as has been told thus far. I hope you enjoyed this recap and found it interesting. In the meantime, here's one more quandary for you to consider. We know that the Moment in Crime upload is moving at about 0.0038% at a time. 38 is an intriguing interval to use, and is half of 76. And as speculated by Reddit user KTalDT and other conspirators from the Sombra Discord server, this might suggest that Sombra is the daughter of Soldier 76, aka Jack Morrison. Until next time, thank you very much for watching, and take care.